Namaskar and welcome to my channel Grace and Glam. I welcome you all friends. Today is 5th of September and 5th of September happens to be Teachers Day in India, and it also happens to be International Day of Charity. So last year I have actually posted a video on International Day of Charity wherein I have mentioned like why is it celebrated, what is the role and relevance of International Day of Charity. So if you want to go through that, I would definitely mention in the description box. You could go through the link. And about today I would be talking about on Teachers Day. Well, Teachers Day is a day which it is very unforgettable in each one of us lives, because it is very important. And ever since we have been in school, we have been like celebrating it with pomp and show, and this day is very special for each one of us. And of course, this is the day when we remember a lot of things. We remember a lot of people. We are grateful to our teachers, and especially our school teachers, our college teachers who have taught us a lot of things in life. But then I would say it's not about the people who have taught us in schools and colleges. We should be grateful to each one of them who have taught a lot of things in life. So first of all, the countdown begins with our parents, because parents are very special, and it is always said that parents are the first teachers. So I pay all my gratefulness, or I'm very thankful to my parents, and especially my mother is my very special teacher. She's the most special teacher, most humble teacher, and she's my best friend at the same time. So my parents are very special. So it is said that yes, parents are the first teachers and teachers are the second parents. So of course, so parents and teachers, they have dual role to play. So we have more reasons to be grateful to them. And apart from that, I am also thankful to the people. In fact, we should be thankful to people for whatever small or big things they have taught us in our lives. It could be playing an instrument, it could be like singing classes, it could be a music lessons, it could be learning driving, it could be learning swimming. So I am grateful to all those people who have taught me anything small or big in life. So anybody around you who has taught you something or other actually happens to be your teacher. So I am thankful to people. I'm grateful to people who could be my fellow worker, who could be my colleague, my friends. It could be anybody. So of your boss. So because somebody has done some kind of contribution, has given some kind of contribution in your learning, so that person becomes your teacher in true sense. So before I proceed further, let me talk to you about a few lines on Teachers' Day. So Teachers' Day, as we know, is celebrated every year in India on this particular day, which is 5th of September. And this is a day which is celebrated to commemorate the birthday of none other than India's first Vice President, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, who was a respected philosopher and a great teacher. So we all know that Teachers' Day is celebrated with great pomp and show, and a lot of activities are actually conducted, especially in schools. And of course, we had a great time in schools, organizing, conducting activities in school. And as a trainer, I would say, as a corporate trainer, as a soft skill trainer, I have also, I have had, good share of Teachers' Day, because a lot of my students, they have always congratulated me, or they have been grateful, they have wished me. So I'm getting wishes also today on my Facebook, on my other social media handles. So I'm very thankful. So I would say that teaching is the best job, and this is the best job because you're paid to learn and earn at the same time. So nothing can beat it. Whatever you might call me. So I felt that I can definitely contribute something in my video today, and definitely I would be speaking on something which could be helpful to you, especially students. So today I am going to talk about 7 scientifically proven ways to study better. So yes, there are 7 scientifically proven ways. So I'm going to talk about that, and I hope that you find this video very useful. So the very first thing I want to talk to you about is that stick to print. I know all of us are in digital era, and a lot of people are always browsing something online. So everybody is very much interested in going
online, and then about enrolling in online courses and all. So but I will tell you that just not that I'm old school, but it is also scientifically proven that books feed you in a better way, and it has been scientifically proved because 90% of students have polled in for printed material when it comes to courses, or when it comes to study material, rather than going online, or rather than stuff available online. So it is again a proven thing. The second thing would be to exercise first. I'm not saying that you should start exercising at once before studying, but exercising definitely pumps a lot of oxygen in your brain, and we know that what happens when we have oxygen, when oxygen reaches our brain, definitely we are in a way, we reach a stage where we can actually think better, we can actually process better, and we can definitely grasp better, we can definitely retain better. So definitely it is very, very helpful. The third thing would be listening to music. Now this is something which may come as a surprise to a lot of you because listening to music while studying, it can be also helpful, and this is, trust me, this is something that I have also tried on myself. So as a school kid, I would do my sums with my radio tuned on. So can you actually believe it? And I felt that doing that, I could actually solve my sums in a better way. So I used to get scoldings, or I used to get taunted by my grandmom at times that what is this, are you serious about your studies and all. But then it really helped me in a way. So scientifically it has been proven that if you tune on music and then you work, then probably you retain better. There's some kind of calmness which music does to your brain, and you can function better. That's not a myth, it's a truth. The fourth one would be to relax. Yes, it is very, very important to be relaxed, because you cannot study with a stressed mind. So when I talk about being relaxed, of course I'm talking about to be stress-free. And how can you be stress-free? That means that you should meditate regularly. You should do deep breathing. There should be always deep breathing practices, because that really de-stresses you and it decreases your stress level. So it is very, very important that you relax, because relaxing your body, your mind will definitely help you study better. And I hope you agree with me. The second, the fifth option would be change your study space. Now change your study space. Often we know that we have been provided a room in our house, and that's our study room, or it could be the bedroom of the student himself also. So it could be anything. So but it is also advisable that you should change your space, your study space. It's better that you go to some other room, or you could go to your balcony, you could go to your terrace, or you could even go outside. Some outdoor, I'm talking about some lawn or your garden or your park. So that also helps you study better, that also helps you focus better. So you should always also change your study space. You should just not confine yourself just to your study room or your probably staying room. You can actually experiment with this, and I would definitely ask you to experiment with this and tell me the results. And the sixth thing would be taking the role of a teacher. Yes, taking the role of a teacher, that means you could, so because there goes a lot of things when you do teaching. So whenever you are being a teacher, definitely you have to make sure that you have prepared it enough, and then only you are in a position to explain it to the other person. So that means you have done your homework well, and you have a better understanding, and you're responsible to explain it to someone else. So in that way, so it's always said that take the role of a teacher, because that helps you revise well as also, because we are doing a revision work at the same time. And last but not the least, stop multitasking. Now this is something where I have failed in a couple of times, okay, because a lot of us, we want to do a lot of things at the same time, but it doesn't really help you. Because I can give my example, probably I'm cooking something, and I'm the same time I'm washing something, and I'm also probably answering calls, and at times I have failed miserably, where I have seen that I have burnt my utensils, I have burnt my food.
So friends, multitasking is something which is seriously not at all advisable, because it has a damaging effect on your work. Because at times it is seen that whenever people are studying, at the same time they are answering calls, they are probably into gaming also, and probably they're doing some other household chores also at the same time. So it is definitely not at all advisable, and it will not at all be beneficial to you. So stop multitasking, especially when you're studying. So friends, these were the 7 scientifically proven ways to study better. I hope you like all the points, and I hope I have been able to illustrate to you with all the examples that I had. And I hope you like the video, and I'll try to bring such videos more and more in future. So let me know how can you actually relate to this? How could you relate to this video? Let me know. Please give me your feedback. Please mention in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to bring you such videos in future. And that's all for today. So in case you like my video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure that you also subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button, and shower me with a lot of comments, because I go through your comments every time I post a video. So share this video as much as possible, so it could be beneficial to your friends and family. So that's all for today. So stay happy and stay studying, because learning has never an end.